Hey guys, the Franchise Goat here. Welcome to episode number 2 of our Road to the Show with the starting pitcher. This was originally going to be episode number 3, but unfortunately, when I was going over to my new computer, we had some issues recording-wise, and I actually lost the footage of the original episode number 2. I just played 2 games and upgraded my player a little bit. You can see just small upgrades. You can see what Mike Francois now looks like. And I'll show you guys his statistics here real quick before we jump into the actual games in this episode. We're going to play 2 games, and then we actually simulated 1. As you can see, 1-0 with that .73 ERA, 11 Ks, and 12 1/3 innings. You guys can pause if you really want to dig deep into either of those 2 games that we pitched. Got a win in one of them and a no decision in the second one that we pitched. So yeah, we're going to jump right in here and play 2 games in this episode. First game, you can see we're pitching against the Chattanooga Lookouts. And as you'll see, for the starting pitcher ones, I'm not really going to show you guys what I do in terms of improvement. We'll just show you at the end of the episode how our pitcher has improved. And then I will only show you guys relationship stuff once we get up to the big leagues. It's pretty boring in the minor leagues. But anyway, we are 7-7. The Lookouts are 6-8. As Mike Francois is going to take the mound. We're on the road today in a rainy baseball stadium. I forget the name of the park. But yeah, there is the guy who is going to be opposing us, and we're going to jump right into the first batter of the ball game, who is TJ Friedel, who's actually, these are all real players, and he's going to rip a double into the left center field gap, so not a great start for Francois, as that ball is stung into left center, ends up being only a double, but Mike Francois does give up a leadoff double to TJ Friedel. And Chattanooga gets first blood off of us. At least in the hit column, we'll see if they can cash in that run in the next couple of batters. And as you'll see with 1 out, they're going to do just that. Ground ball to the right side. Francois a little bit late reacting, and he's going to be safe at first. That's a problem with this game, is sometimes it's really late to react on balls where you got to move over towards first. And as you'll see, things continue to get worse for us as Francois gives up a couple more hits in this inning. Chattanooga loads the bases here with 2 outs, already scoring a run. Francois has had a very long first inning, but he would get out of it with a ground ball to second, throw on to first, and we get out of it, just giving up the 1 run. So Francois will have to bounce back. Not a great start to the ball game for him. Jumping in here to the second, he's going to start to settle down as he gets a high and instinct, not the best pitch, but he manages to hit his spot there up and in as we get our first strikeout of the night, followed quickly up by his second strikeout with a similar pitch, actually, sinker up in the same spot. Now, as you can see, jumping ahead to the bottom of the third, we're going to get our third strikeout, another high and in sinker. I've really noticed that the computer struggles to hit that pitch, so it's a pitch I've gone to a number of times. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the third, Francois is going to pick up his 4th strikeout. That more conventional sinker down in the zone. Right at the bottom. Great pitch, strikeout looking. Jumping ahead to the bottom of the 4th. Another strikeout for Francois. Good changeup down. His 5th of the ball game. Still in the bottom of the 4th inning here, and Francois is going to get his 6th strikeout. Beautiful sinker down and in. May have gotten the benefit of a call there, but we won't complain about that. As Francois jumps ahead to the bottom of the 5th, he's going to pick up yet another strikeout. Good changeup down and away. Really doing a good job of mixing speeds here. His 7th of the ball game. And we've done a good job settling in after the first. But TJ Friedel is actually going to get us again with a base hit in center field. Luckily, this one just a single. And we already did have 1 out in the inning. So not as damaging as it could have been. Still in the bottom of the 4th. And we are going to get a little good luck there as we get a double play line drive to the first baseman. He tags Friedel, and we are through 5 solid innings with Francois only giving up the 1 run. Unfortunately for us, his pitch count was a little high, and that would be it. as Aaron Hernandez came in to replace him. The 5 innings for Francois would not be enough for a win, as the Trash Pandas, I love that name, would not come away with the win. Chattanooga actually beat us in this game. Again, that's not the biggest, most important thing. But Francois, 5 innings, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run, no walks. Not a particularly bad outing for Mike Francois. You can see our breakdown by inning. 4 of our 6 hits were in that first inning. The only run we gave up, we really settled down later. But yeah, let's jump right into our second game of the episode, as we're facing the Montgomery Biscuits, who are the AA team, I believe, for the Tampa Bay Rays. Francois 1-0, 18 strikeouts now in 17 innings. Has been solid, that ERA hovering right around 1, despite the no decisions that were a little bit tough luck, no decisions there. As we jump into this game, Trash Pandas come in at 11-8. We're playing pretty solid baseball. Montgomery at 7-12, not nearly as good, as we play at Majestic Greens Stadium, which is our home stadium. Get another look at the stats on Francois. 2 things really standing out for me: the walks, as well as the ERA. We only have 2 walks at 17 innings, and our ERA is quite low. As you'll see, though, Montgomery was on the attack against us early. First pitch of the ball game is going to be lined into left field for a leadoff single. We'll sinker down and in. Good piece of hitting there. Still here in the first, Francois is actually going to pick up his first strikeout of the ball game. Good slider down, and he has his first K here in the first inning. And that would be followed shortly up by by him getting out of the inning, excuse me. On a ground out to second base. Francois pitches a clean first despite the leadoff single. And a good job there as we jump ahead to the top of the second. And this is where our control issues would start to come up a little bit in this game. We give up a leadoff walk there in the top of the second. And then we go 3-2 again, actually, on Josh Lowe. But we're going to get a good pitch there, good strikeout. Francois painting the inside corner with a sinker, gets his second strikeout of the ball game. Then he's going to give up a bad luck base hit there, as that ball's going to dump into right field. And Montgomery putting out a threat here. They have first and second with 1 out here in the top of the second. And as you'll see, they would do something with that threat. There's a line drive into right field and down, as Montgomery's going to take the lead here in the second inning. A RBI single puts runners at the corners with 1 out, and Francois would have to do some more pitching in this inning if he wanted to get out of it without giving up the other run. There's a ground ball to first, but we would not quite be quick enough to turn the double play, and Montgomery is going to take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. So that walk came back to bite us, as did the 1-out single. We would get out of the inning with no further damage, though, as Francois gets a ground out to third base. And through 2 innings, we've given up 2 runs, which actually is the highest total already for us in a game this year. Francois would pick up strikeout in the third after walking another hitter, but he picks up his third strikeout of the ball game, trying to still rack up decent numbers on the strikeout front. Montgomery with another threat here, as they had first and second with 1 out in the third, and all of a sudden they're going to have the bases loaded with 1 out, and yet again, as you see, Francois in a little bit of trouble, as their pitching coach is going to come talk to us. But Francois did an excellent job of getting this pop out here to third base. Makes a nice play out in shallow left field. And since it's a pop out, the runners can't advance, no runs scored. And then with 2 outs in a 2-2 count, excellent sinker down and in. And we're going to get yet another pop up. So, despite Montgomery putting a good threat on, we're able to escape the third inning without any further damage, as Montgomery still has a 2-0 lead. Jumping ahead to the top of the fourth, still 2-0. We're going to get our 4th strikeout of the ball game on that sinker down, and an excellent pitch there from Francois, as he started to settle here in these later innings, trying to find the control. But as you'll see, I was struggling with base hits all game. There's another single into right field. It didn't seem like much was being hit particularly hard. But a lot of those sinkers down and in, where I got a lot more ground balls, they were able to elevate them. But as you'll see, Francois does get out of the fourth here, as we get a nice little 3-6-3 double play, and no damage in the fourth despite a couple hits. Jumping ahead to the top of the fifth here, we're going to give up yet another hit, a little blooper into shallow left. That's a perfect example of the sinkers that are usually ground balls, hanging up in the zone a little bit. And he's able to fight it off into left field for a base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent
And as you'll see,
right
with 84 pitches on the night, that would actually be it for Mike Francois. He was relieved in the fifth. We were down. That run would actually be given up by the bullpen arm who came in. So he was unable to keep that runner on the bases. So Francois would be ladled with the loss. 4 1/3 innings, 9 hits, which is way too many. 4 strikeouts, 3 runs, and a walk. Not the best pitching performance by Francois. We didn't even make it through 5 innings. Got to be doing a lot better than that. The 9 hits is really not what you want to see. Jumping in, I'll just show you what perks we have equipped. We're almost to being able to get a few more lightning rod perks. I'll show you guys these stats from the last game that you guys didn't see. As these are our final stats. We're 1-1 in 5 starts. That 1.91 ERA looks excellent. Not a ton of strikeouts. 23 and 28 innings isn't too bad. The whip hovering around 1 as well. I'll show you guys the little player card that it shows. Yeah, the player card. So I forgot what it was called for a second. But as you can see, making some improvements in our per 9, making some improvements to control and to break. So that's good to see from Francois. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize again for the issue with losing the footage. But hopefully that won't happen anytime again. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.